I wanna get in that country world once again.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning to you. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
How you
howdy,
doing,
howdy,
Emmett?
Howdy, 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 howdy. I am. Is that sacrilegious to say that I am? That I don't want to put a qualifier on it. Just kind of state that I exist.
You are.
Thank you.
There's nothing sacrilegious about saying I am.
Well, it's God's name.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, when they asked God, "What is your name?" He said, "I am." Boom, done. Nothing else to it.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah. Sunday school, man.
I'm sorry, Pastor Greg.
Stays up here.
I forgot that.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like people talk about, is his name Yehovah or Jehovah or Yahweh or whatever, and ultimately his name is not language specific. It is that he is.
He is, and therefore
is.
he is to all.
Yeah, and that's just, there are no delimiters on who he is. You cannot define the ineffable. Therefore, you cannot say that God is this or God. I mean, we could say God is love because that's a beautiful sentiment and it's scriptural. But generally speaking, you cannot say God is this or God is that because that would limit the potentiality of God. God simply is.
I love when it gets like this.
Well, it's something I think about a lot, because we are, as a species, a deeply spiritual people.
Yeah, we are.
Whatever religion, creed, following, you got, we are always looking beyond ourselves.
Well, that's true. And I think, early man was looking to the heavens to explain what the hell was happening to him.
To the heavens and also the natural world around him. I mean, you see a lot of animism.
Yeah.
A lot of deities that look like animals.
Oh, yeah.
So the
Bast.
natural world.
Isn't that the cat god, the Egyptian cat god?
Yeah, Bast is the cat god of the Egyptians.
I like her.
She has got a lot of favorable portrayals in media of late. Yeah, it is true.
Yeah, it's true. And then there's like Holstein Coyote, which in the Native American culture, now see, there I go. I said the Native American culture. I said if there's
There
only
are
one.
many of them,
there
yeah.
are many.
But also Holstein Coyote? I've heard of Holstein cows. I've never heard of a Holstein
Maybe
Coyote.
it's not Holstein. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong.
Well, I'm not sure at all. I mean, words get passed around left to right, all over the place.
Well, and you know me, I'm always, my malapropism, so I'm always putting one thing over here and juxtaposing it with something else here. But there's a trickster coyote.
Yes.
That is, and he is, he plays tricks, and they're usually in your better interest.
Well, I mean,
because you learn something from them.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole point of the trickster stories is to learn something. Mm-hmm. Sometimes just to amuse, but most of the time, all those stories are meant to tell you something. What's good to eat, what's not good to eat, where you should go, where you shouldn't go, what the values of your community are.
Yep.
All those stories have got a point to them. None of them were made to sell toys to 13-year-old kids on Saturday mornings.
Don't you miss Saturday morning cartoons?
I don't, just because we got Cartoon Network. And if I really want to watch cartoons, I'm not limited to sitting there at 6 a.m. with a bowl of sugary cereal and waiting for He-Man, the Masters of the Universe to come
But
on.
see, now that's what I miss. I miss that ritual of Saturday morning and that bowl of sugary cereal. I love the Captain Crunch. Don't y'all love Captain Crunch? I mean, yeah, it sands the inside of your mouth off, but it's delicious.
See, I was more of a Trix man myself. Trix and Lucky Charms.
Silly Rabbit tricks are for kids.
They are.
And Frosted Lucky Charms are magically delicious.
They are, and neither of them would shred the inside of your mouth if you ate them dry.
But there's something about the Captain Crunch. I don't know. No other cereal's quite like it. But I used to take great pause in the fact that it was made by the Ralston Purina Company, who makes dog food.
That would give anyone a good deal of pause to think about if you're pretty much just eating kibble.
Pretty much I think it was people kibble. But it was tasty. And I loved it. Like Saturday mornings were sacred, and not to be sacrilegious, but Saturday mornings were sacred. You had total control. Well, I had total control over the TV from the time the cartoons came on until they went off and it was right at noon, and then there was this program on that was educational.
I think it's appropriate to say it was sacred because what is sacred to somebody is what they deem untouchable.
Lord, like a cup of coffee first thing in the morning.
See, that is sacred to you.
That is sacred to me.
And you and I both, we were up at 6 o'clock in the morning, usually at 5:45 in the morning, to
Right.
get ready to go watch those 6 a.m. cartoons.
Because once they started,
Right. How often are you up at 6 a.m. for school, eager, ready to go? That's what I thought.
yeah.
How often were you up at 6 a.m. eager, ready to go for church? So for our
Easter.
for our generation,
And Christmas.
all right, for special occasions. but
Because you
by
got to
and
wear a
large-
cute outfit and you wanted to get up and put it on.
But my point is that by and large,
You don't want to talk about my cute outfit.
for our generation, Saturday morning cartoons were sacred. That was our time.
Yep. That was our church.
That was our church. We were going to go and you were going to hear the stories of our generation told.
Yeah. Josie and the Pussycats. Long tails and ears for hats.
Yeah, that was a thing.
That was a thing.
So bring me the country sound when the sun goes down.